Hello children, welcome to online classes. Today I am going to explain some important MCQ from organic compounds containing nitrogen, coordination compounds and biomolecules. Nitrobenzene can be reduced to aniline. Nitrobenzene is reduced to aniline. 2 oxygens are removed and 2 hydrogens are added. So degree of reduction 6 units. This can be reduced by using hydrogen in the presence of nickel, tin HCl acid medium. So catalytic hydrogenation or acidic medium, both are suitable. So among 4 options, correct one is B. The basic character of ethylamine, diethylamine and triethylamine in chlorobenzene. This you have to see. In water, the formation of hydrogen bonding also can influence the basic nature, but in chlorobenzene, the formation of hydrogen bond with the solvent will not affect. That's why basic strength mainly depends on the electron donating nature or plus psi effect. Plus psi effect increases, basic nature of amines also increases. So 3 degree amine is strongest base, next to 2 degree, next to 1 degree, next to ammonia. This is the order of basicity of 3 types of amines with ammonia. So among these 4 options, 3 degree amine to, so first option only observe, 1 degree amine, next to 2 degree amine, next to 3 degree amine. So correct answer is A. The correct order of increasing basicity. So this is important one. CH3 CH2 NH2. Here CH3 CH2 is electron donating group. CH3 CO is electron withdrawing group. CH3 CO NH2. Since this CO is electron withdrawing group, moreover lone pair of the nitrogen is involved in the delocalization due to conjugation with CO pi bond, the availability of lone pair at nitrogen decreased. So this is the least basic because of electron withdrawing nature. Next one, CH3 CH2 NH2. Here ethyl group acts as electron donating group by plus psi effect. That's why ethylamine is more basic when compared with acetamide. Then next compound, CH3 C double bond NH, CH3 C double bond NH, single bond NH2. If you take this compound, because of the conjugation with lone pair, CN pi bond pair is shifted onto N. So another resonance structure we can get, CH3 C single bond NH minus double bond NH2 plus. So because of higher electron density at nitrogen, it acts as strongest basic. That's why the correct order, second one is the strongest base. After that first one, least basic is third one. So third one is least basic, we know because of the electron withdrawing group. Such type of option only one is there, D. Next one, 1 propane 1 amine on diazotization gives diazonium salt, but that is highly unstable. CH3 CH2 CH2 N2 plus Cl minus. This is highly unstable. As soon as it is produced, it undergoes decomposition in the presence of water and Cl minus ions. That's why N2 plus ion is easily removed and carbocation is formed, that is 1 degree carbocation, that may be rearranged to give even 2 degree carbocation because of the carbocation rearrangement. 1 degree carbocation formed immediately converted into 2 degree carbocation. After the formation of 2 degree carbocation, Cl minus may attack or OH minus may attack. At the same time, before the rearrangement also, Cl minus may attack or OH minus may attack. That's why we can get 4 types of products in the reaction given. Alcohol, this is correct, 1 degree alcohol, and 2 degree alkyl halide given, isopropyl chloride is given, that is also correct. Then the option C, both A and B. So correct answer is both A and B. Benzene diazonium chloride, when treated with phenols, gives azo dyes. To get best result, the pH of the medium should be, so benzene diazonium chloride, this is benzene diazonium chloride, when it is treated with phenol, so this is phenol with lone pair, it acts as electron donating group. So in the presence of mild base, it loses H plus and becoming O minus. So O minus is strong donating group. That's why diazotization occurs in the presence of mild base, since phenol is mild acidic, weak acidic. So mild base means around 8. pH of the solution must be maintained around 8, not 10, not 12. So correct answer is B. Next one, which of the following statement is false? Dimethylamine as well as trimethylamine both are soluble in water. So dimethylamine, this is dimethylamine. Next one, trimethylamine. This is trimethylamine. So now dimethylamine as well as trimethylamine both are soluble in water. Correct only, because both are able to form hydrogen bond with water molecule. That's why both are soluble. So statement A is correct. We are looking for the wrong statement. Keep it in your mind. Wrong statement only correct option for us for this question. Next, trimethylamine forms hydrogen bond neither with itself nor with water. So this is wrong. Trimethylamine can form hydrogen bond with H of the H2O. That's why this statement is wrong. For the wrong statement only we are looking. Next, trimethylamine can act as hydrogen bond acceptor only, while dimethylamine can serve as both a hydrogen bond donor and acceptor. So trimethylamine can act as hydrogen bond acceptor only because it is not having hydrogen. So it cannot form hydrogen bond through hydrogen. That's why when the atom is forming hydrogen bond, two types, hydrogen bond acceptor, hydrogen bond donor. So here trimethylamine you observe, it acts as hydrogen bond acceptor only, while dimethylamine, because of the hydrogen, it can serve as both hydrogen bond donor as well as acceptor. It acts as hydrogen bond donor because of the hydrogen at nitrogen. It acts as hydrogen bond acceptor because of the lone pair at nitrogen. So C option also correct statement. For this purpose, for this question, wrong statement B is correct answer. Next, which one of the following are an oxidation product of primary amine? So primary amine, what happens on oxidation with suitable reducing agent or NH2, it undergoes oxidation in the first step, addition of oxygen between N and O. This is called hydroxyl amine, or NHOH is called hydroxyl amine. Later it undergoes oxidation to give nitrosoalkane. Further it undergoes oxidation to give NO2. So in three stages, RNH2 will become RNO2. So during this oxidation process, we can get hydroxylamine, nitrosoalkane and nitroalkane. So correct answer is A, B, C. So whenever more than 2 are correct answer, definitely answer goes to D. So for this question, correct answer is D. All are correct. Identify D and E in the following reaction. Acetic acid on reduction gives alcohol, ethyl alcohol. So after the formation of ethyl alcohol with PBr3, we know OH is replaced with Br. CH3, CH2, Br. So this is A. A is reacted with potassium cyanide. Now Br is replaced with Cn, ethyl cyanide. Ethyl cyanide is subjected to LiAlH4, lithium aluminum hydride. So then cyanide becomes primary amine, CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. So this is B. Now let us take B, CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. This is B. From B, it is reacted with isocyanate test. This is chloroform plus alkali. So primary amine will become, after the reaction with chloroform in the presence of alkali, isocyanate test. Primary amine will become isocyanide. CH3, CH2, CH2, NC. Isocyanide. Alkyl isocyanide. That is C. After the formation of C, it is subjected to hydrolysis. So during the hydrolysis, this bond is broken. CH3, CH2, CH2, one more CH2, NH2, N takes hydrogen, and the terminal C will become carboxylic acid, HCOOH. So isocyanide undergoes hydrolysis to give amine as well as carboxylic acid, formic acid. So correct answer is C. Methyl isocyanate, CH3, methyl isocyanate. This is poisonous gas which caused Bhopal tragedy in 1984 on alkaline hydrolysis of methyl amine. This is direct question. Primary amine. The disodium salt of ethylene diamine tetraacetate, that is nothing but EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetate, that is EDTA, is used to estimate the following ions. So EDTA, one of the applications of EDTA to identify the presence of cations, magnesium and calcium. So correct answer is D. In which case racemic mixture is obtained on mixing its mirror image in 1:1 molar ratio. So one equimolar mixture of enantiomers of a compound is called racemic mixture. In which case racemic mixture, that is 1:1 molar ratio of enantiomers obtained by mixing its mirror image. So among these four, one is optically active. That may be dextrorotatory compound or levorotatory compound, we don't know. But If it is dextrorotatory, when it is mixed with levorotatory in 1:1 ratio, we can get racemic mixture. So our target, which of the following can exhibit optical isomerism? Bidentate ligands. Whenever three bidentate ligands are present around the central atom, definitely it loses symmetry and it exhibits optical isomerism. So correct answer is A. And the second one, coordination number 4 around the nickel, it won't form, it won't exhibit optical isomerism. That's why no chance for the option D. Isomerism exhibited by, so this is M, A2, B2, C2 type of complex. So this type of complex can exhibit geometrical isomerism as well as optical isomerism. Next, which of the following complex exhibits chirality? Which is chiral molecule. Chiral molecule means unsymmetrical molecule. It becomes non-superimposable on its own mirror image. That such type of molecule is called chiral molecules. If it is organic compound, chirality may be due to presence of chiral carbon. But here this is not organic compound, inorganic complex. That's why the molecule, complex molecule, which is non-superimposable on its mirror image will become chiral molecule. So you check the option A. Around chromium, there are 3 bidentate ligands, oxalato bidentate ligands. So whenever 3 bidentate ligands are present around the central atom, definitely it becomes unsymmetrical chiral molecule. So answer is A. Which of the following is correct for Giese salt? So Giese salt, first you observe the formula K Pt Cl3 C2H4. This is Giese salt. Its structure Pt square planar, forming 3 dative bonds with 3 Cl minus ions and 1 dative bond from pi bond of the ethylene. Ethylene, 2 carbons of ethylene together forming 1 pi bond. So pi bonded complex. This is pi bonded complex. This is the structure. So 1 minus cancelled, neutralized by K plus. So regarding this Giese salt, the points are given. The complex ion is square planar. Statement is correct. The central metal ion platinum is in +2 oxidation state. Or you can calculate potassium we know +1. For platinum we don't know, let it be X, plus for each chlorine -1 you have to take such type of chlorines 3 are there, plus 0 because ethylene is neutral ligand. Sum is 0, so the X you will get it as +2. Second statement also correct. When 2 options are correct, fourth option is all. You need not check the third one also. So directly you can take the option D as correct option. Ethylene molecule is perpendicular to the PtCl3 plane. That also correct. Ethylene molecule with respect to the platinum plane of PtCl3, it is perpendicular. So answer is D. Next, which among the following are organometallic compounds? Organometallic compound is one in which carbon of organic compound directly attached to the metal. That is organometallic compound. So here aluminum attached to carbon of the CH3, that's why it is organometallic compound. Next, in second one, Giese salt, this is Giese salt. Here also platinum is attached to the carbon of ethylene, that's why it is organometallic compound. Here 3-degree amine, N is not a metal, that's why 3 is not correct. So 1 and 2 are correct, that's why option C is correct for us. the number of sigma bonds in Giese salt. Just now we have taken Giese salt. What is Giese salt? You observe the sigma bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 between two carbons, and each carbon forming 2 sigma bonds with 2 hydrogens. So total 9 sigma bonds are there. 9 sigma bonds. If you want, I will write once again. Pi bond, 2 carbons together forming one dative bond. So that is a sigma bond. So total number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sigma bonds are present. Now check the options. 4, 6, 7. So 9 is not given. So that's why none of these is the correct answer. Next, matching type questions. List 1 is a complex, list 2 is the hybridization. In nickel tetracarbonyl, the type of hybridization after argon 3D8 4s2. Since carbon monoxide is strong field ligand, 2 electrons are de-excited, we can get 3D10 4s0. So 4p0, 4d0 also there. So the type of hybridization is sp3. For A, 1 is correct, matching. Next, in nickel tetracyanide, nickel is in +2 oxidation state. So since it is +2, 3d8, 4s0, 4p0, 4d0. One empty d orbital is available. 3d8 means pairing takes place since Cn minus is strong field ligand. One d orbital is empty, it can involve in the hybridization. So yes, dsp2, dsp2 hybridization. For B, 2 is correct, matching. Next, in ferrous cyanide. In ferrous cyanide, 3d6, 4s0. Fe2 plus ion is there. 3d6, 4s0. Cn minus is strong field ligand. Cn minus, since it is strong field ligand, so pairing takes place. 6 out of 6 are in the form of pairs. 4s, 4p. Now since the coordination number is 6, 6 empty orbitals required. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So d2 sp3. For the option C, d2 sp3 is inner d orbital complex. For C, 4 is the correct option. D, you need not check. F minus is the weak field ligand and coordination number is 6, outer d orbital complex. So A1, B2, C4, D3. A1, B2, C4, A1, B2, C4, D3. So correct option is D. Next one, nickel tetracarbonyl. Just now we have discussed sp3 hybridization. Nickel tetracyanide also we have discussed dsp2 hybridization. Nickel tetrachloride. So here 3d8 4s0, but Cl minus is weak field ligand. Since it is weak field ligand, no forcible pairing in D subshells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 unpaired electrons remain present. That's why, because Cl minus is weak field ligand. But since coordination number is 4, s orbital, 3 p orbitals are participated in the hybridization. That's why here sp3 hybridization. So in sequence we have to find out sp3, dsp2, sp3. The correct option sp3, dsp, B is the correct option. In the ion which is not tetrahedral in shape. So BF4 minus 4 bond pairs 4 sp3 hybridization. In NH4 plus also same hybridization. In nickel tetrachloride just now we have discussed sp3 hybridization tetrahedral shape. So the correct answer is C. Copper is in +2 state. The electronic configuration of copper is 3d10 4s1, but 2 electrons we have to remove, 3d9 4s0. But since ammonia is strong field ligand, scientists they came to know that the electron is excited from 3d9 to 4p. So out of 3 orbitals of 4p, the excitation of electron takes place to one of the 3p orbitals. That's why electronic configuration of Cu2 plus in the presence of strong field ligand ammonia, 3d8 4s is empty, 2 empty p orbitals. One of the 3p orbitals is taking electron. That's why dsp2. The hybridization is dsp2. dsp2 means square planar shape, not tetrahedral. So correct answer is C. Potassium ferricyanide produces on ionization when dissolved in water. Potassium ferricyanide, we know K4 FeCN6 is the potassium ferricyanide. When it is dissolved in water, ferri means K3, iron is in +3 oxidation state. So 3 K plus ions are produced and one complex ion is produced. FeCN6 3 minus. So 3 plus 1 4 totally. 4 is the correct. D is the correct answer. The change in optical rotation when the compound is freshly prepared solutions of sugar is known as. So when the sugar is dissolved in water, the spontaneously the rotation, optical rotation is changed. Such type of spontaneous change in optical rotation when dissolved in water is called mutarotation. So mutarotation is answer. D is the correct answer. Find the pair which is correctly matched. Sucrose is monosaccharide, that is wrong matching because sucrose is disaccharide. Fructose is aldose sugar, that is wrong because fructose is ketose sugar, keto group is present. Glucose can show mutarotation. So the compound which is having cyclic hemiacetal bond or free OH group at anomeric carbon can show mutarotation. That's why the correct answer is C. Sucrose is a reducing. Sucrose is non-reducing sugar because there is no hemicyclic hemiacetal link. Free OH group is not present at any anomeric carbon of sucrose. So among all disaccharides, sucrose only non-reducing sugar. So this statement also wrong. So correct answer, correct matching is C. Which of the following structures represents alpha D glucopyranose? So alpha D alpha means OH at the anomeric, this is anomeric carbon, OH at right hand side in open chain structure. So in pyranose ring structure, OH should be below the ring, plane of the ring. So alpha D, 2 are indicating, option A is indicating alpha D, C also indicating alpha D, even D also indicating alpha. So you can eliminate option D, B, because OH is above beta. Next one, D glucose. At second carbon OH down, third carbon OH up, fourth carbon OH down, and at fifth carbon CH2OH. So correct option is A. So why not C? Because at third carbon in glucose, OH should be on left hand side in open chain compound above to the plane. So C is wrong. Same thing, D is wrong. So correct option is A. Glucose, when treated with methyl alcohol in the presence of dry HCl, gives alpha and beta methyl glucosides. because it contains aldehyde group. Because of the aldehyde group, after the cyclization, it gives cyclic hemiacetal structure that undergoes reaction with methyl alcohol methylation, and it gives two types of isomers, alpha and beta. Next one, the given is enol form. So to get keto form, you turn the CH to the next carbon, alpha carbon, then it becomes CH double bond O, CH OH, H OH. Otherwise, so same thing here, OH may be turned to left side, H may be turned to right side. This is D-mannose, this is D-glucose, keto form. And if migration of hydrogen from second carbon to first carbon takes place, CH2OH, C double bond O, then this is fructose. So there are three compounds, they are keto forms of the given enol form. So the answer D-glucose, D-mannose as well as D-fructose. For these three, this is the enol form. So correct answer is D. Amino acids undergo internal acid-base reaction to form Zwitter ion. So ion, so this is alpha amino acid. Alpha amino acid. Due to internal, NH2 is base, COH is acid. Neutralization if internally taking place, transfer of H plus from COOH to NH2, then CH NH3 plus COO minus. This is called Zwitter ion which contains positive as well as negative charges in the same species. That's why it is Zwitter ion. Which one among the following is peptide bond? Peptide bond is formed between two amino acids of protein. This is peptide bond, amide bond. So answer is A. Alanine at its isoelectric point exists. Any amino acid at isoelectric point can exist as Zwitter ion, inner salt. That's why it won't be migrated to any pole during the electrolysis. So alanine we should know in place of R, you have to take CH3, then that becomes alanine. CH3, CH, NH2, CO. This is alanine, chiral. So now at isoelectric point, transfer of proton takes place, then we can get NH3 plus and COO minus. So correct answer is C. Next one, the order of decreasing acidity of these acidic. NH3 plus, since it is in the position to lose H plus acidic, COOH can lose H plus proton donor, NH3 plus. Among these three acidic sites, which is the strongest acidic site? No doubt COOH is very strong since it is going to become stable conjugate base. That's why X is strongest acidic. Now the question between Y and Z only. Then Y is strong, next one Z. The reason, so CNH3 plus on adjacent carbon of the N, withdrawing group COOH is present. This is closer to N. So electron withdrawing group can increase the acidic character, acidic strength. But with respect to Z, acidic site of the Z, COOH group is far away from that NH3 plus. That's why, because of stronger minus effect of COOH, Y, NH3 plus of Y is more acidic. So X, Y, Z, this is the correct option. C is the correct option. Find out the structure of lactose. Lactose is made up of beta D galactose and beta D glucose. So beta D glucose 1,4 link. First carbon of beta D galactose is linked to fourth carbon of the glucose. So here beta D-galactose means at fourth carbon OH in upward direction, OH in upward direction. And you check the option A, beta means anomeric carbon OH is in upward direction in beta D glucose, and galactose also, galactose in at fourth carbon OH is in upward direction. So that's why option A is correct. B is wrong because at fourth carbon OH is down. This becomes beta D glucose only, not galactose. So here also at fourth carbon OH is down, it becomes beta D glucose. So the correct answer is A. Okay children, like this you have to do as many problems as possible. Many questions memory based, so you have to take as many questions as possible. So with this I wanted to conclude. See you in the next class. All the best.